US President Donald Trump is on a tariff rampage and has ignited a trade war. Washington's tariffs may be draining the global commerce, but in the shadows of this turmoil, a new axis of power is quietly forming. A stealthy forging of a strategic triad is taking place as the dragon, the bear, and the elephant embrace to dance together. From Beijing to Moscow to New Delhi, what may appear to be routine diplomacy is in fact a tectonic shift, a new trade alliance. Putin is tipped to visit India later this year. Prime Minister Modi is preparing to step onto Chinese soil for a historic SCO summit, his first visit in 7 years. What's unfolding is no coincidence. Analysts call it one of the biggest trade realignments of our time. They argue Trump's tariffs won't change much in today's multipolar economy. The world no longer runs on a single engine. Instead, nations are shedding political egos and moving with business flows. But tariffs could accelerate a deeper geopolitical convergence, and that's where India, Russia, and China come in. Experts highlight 3 drivers of this bonhomie. First, overdependence on the US dollar. Sanctions on Moscow forced trade in local currencies. India and China bought Russian crude in rupees and yuan, reducing dollar reliance while boosting their own reserves. Second, Washington's defense leverage. Trump's tariffs are coupled with pressure to buy US or NATO defense hardware, but together, India, China, and Russia spend over $549 billion on defense. That's more than 20% of global military spending. They're signaling they can resist American dominance in the arms market. Third, sheer economic weight. Together, these 3 nations hold a GDP of nearly $54 trillion, which is 1/3 of the world's economy. They export over $5 trillion in goods, command almost 40% of global reserves, and represent the world's largest consumer market, 3.1 billion people. Analysts say the forging relationship could easily be compared to 3 mighty rivers of power merging into one unstoppable force. In this triangle, each player brings unique strengths. China dominates manufacturing. Russia commands energy. India offers world-class services and a booming market. Combined, they challenge Western-controlled trade routes and push forward alternatives built on Eurasian supply chains. For India, this trinity opens multiple doors: cheaper Russian oil and energy security, potential Chinese investments into Indian entities, and a stronger bargaining chip with Beijing on the Belt and Road Initiative. And with supply chains shifting away from China, New Delhi stands to gain. Analysts say this is no longer about China +1. It's evolving into India +2, a new script where India steps into center stage, flanked by 2 economic heavyweights. The Trinity also threatens dollar dominance. As more trade shifts to local currencies, the ripple effect on global finance could be momentous. This is not just about statistics, they argue. It's about a new world order, Eurasian powers writing the rules of trade. Of course, hurdles remain. India and China have border disputes, trust deficits, and competing ambitions. But Trump's tariffs may have done what years of diplomacy couldn't, pushed New Delhi and Beijing closer, while cementing Russia as the glue. In a world of 8.2 billion people and $173 trillion in economic power, 3 ancient civilizations, India, China, Russia, are converging. Whether this axis becomes a permanent force or a temporary marriage of convenience, one thing is clear: global trade's heartbeat is bound to shift, and that too away from Washington.
If you like this content, like, comment, and subscribe.